in verse 16, it starts out, to what may we compare this generation and what is it like? It's like children sitting in the marketplace. Jesus has told us, I'm going to tell you a parable. Now, this parable is only basically 2 verses long. So if you blink, it's kind of like a small town. You blink, you're going to miss it. That's the reason why when we're engaging these words of Jesus, they're so jam-packed with meaning, we have got to be dialed in. And so Jesus says, it's like children sitting in the marketplace. We played the flute for you and you didn't dance. We sang the dirge and you didn't mourn. You know, I have a question, and I guess maybe that's the detective, the Bible detective coming out in me. But remember, the who, what, when, where, how, why is like, why would your kids be sitting out all by themselves in the marketplace? These are walking malls where, you know, you've got traffic coming through, you've got carts that are being drawn by big animals and stuff like that. Well, you know, that's a dangerous place for kids, right? And yet we hear even in Jesus' Bible, and I think maybe this could be a point of inspiration for Jesus, because he knows this text. Zechariah chapter 8, it says, thus says Yahweh of hosts, Yahweh of armies, old men and old women are again going to sit in the streets of Jerusalem, each man with his staff in his hand because of his age. And the streets of the city will be filled with boys and girls playing in its streets. You got to ask this question. Who in our world would allow their little kids to play out on a busy highway or out on an interstate? And in our world, that is not going to happen. Not a possibility. That's not the question, though. And this is the challenge of Bible interpretation, is to decontextualize ourselves, to leave our Western, English-speaking, American, white Anglo-Saxon Protestant world behind, and to dive into the world of the Bible. That's the deep dive that we're talking about. This is what God has called us to do in this stage of our ministry, and that is to take people out of the world that they're a part of and into the world of Jesus and other Bible figures, so that we get the full impact of context, contextualizing the world of the Bible.